hero comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good morning, everybody. Why doesn't it always do that? Weird. All right. Still got to do some other sharing here. Good morning. Been seeing a lot of videos about, you know, when you're a man, who do you call? And, it's just a video of a bunch of men saying, good morning.
Morning.
It's just a bunch of men saying that there's nobody that they can call or they don't have. Come here, Winnie, but come here. I know. Come here. Life is so hard. I know.
That's a weird layout.
There's just, I know what it's like to not be able to speak your feelings and being a man, and it can be pretty freaking lonely. So I just want to encourage men that are having a hard time to please reach out. I know I will listen. I know for a fact that Daryl will listen. He gives a crap.
Yep.
There's plenty of men in our group that care, and it's not weak to share your feelings. It's
actually strength, I believe.
I found, because for a long time I thought, independence was me taking care of myself, and I'm a man, right? Well, grow a set of balls, do this, do that, right? And all these different things. And man, maybe I'm a little bit rougher, but so yeah, just kind of something I'm seeing. I'm not big on supporting videos that, if we're going to do that, then give some support, then explain what you can do. If you're going to bring up the problem, then
Morning, Jillian.
Solution too. Good morning, Jillian. It's good.
Did you see a video or something?
Yeah, I saw a video on Instagram. I've been kind of scrolling Instagram because I don't have friends on there, and it just I just see random shit. Welcome to the Daily Trudge. And I don't have anybody on, so
I do that sometimes too, man. It's like there's some weird shit out there.
Yeah, and there's some neat stuff too.
Yeah.
Like some people going out and maybe somebody is live and nobody's watching. This other guy jumps on and they're talking and they help each other. Yeah, I watch shit like that all the time. Yeah. I like inspirational stuff. If it's real, half of it is fake. Put down your damn camera.
I know.
Help people, please. I was just watching a video. Somebody was recording, watching somebody go into a seizure. Put down the damn camera and help the person, please. Are your likes and loves worth more than a human being's life? Because if so, then fuck off. Hi, Rebecca. Oh, okay. Rebecca, Becky. Got it. Okay. Got it. All right. Dion's done whining on that. Let's get to the good stuff. There's but one ultimate authority. It is a loving God as he may express himself in our group conscience. Now, on page 132 in the 12 by 12. It's funny because I've got like 7 12 by 12s. They're all new. I got new big books. It was for the club. I had all this stuff for the club, and hopefully I could put it to use soon. Thought about giving it away, but oh gosh, this was yesterday's too. Oh no, it's not. It's tradition 2. Look, I see what they're doing. Now they're going to go through each tradition. Good for them. All right, so yeah, this is just tradition 2 on the beginning. I'm gonna read from the daily reflection first. Otherwise, I may forget. When I'm chosen to carry so for our group purpose, there is but one ultimate authority, a loving God, as he may express himself in our group conscience. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 132. If you'd like a rundown or a bigger view on that, then I do have a traditions podcast going right now. I just finished number 4 yesterday, so you can listen to those also. When I am chosen to carry some small responsibility for my fellows, I ask God to grant me the patience, open-mindedness, and willingness to listen to those I would lead. Yeah. It's about finding the needs and then going and getting those needs. Nowadays we call them resources. Morning, Angel.
Morning, Angel.
On last night. I'm a little jealous. I wish Silver Underground wasn't so far away. I'd go down that, and I'm just not a big fan of Littleton. I got a lot of memories in Littleton.
I love Littleton, man.
Yeah, it used to be a good town.
Yeah. So many years here. All my kids graduated from Arapahoe. I got a lot of memories there. They happen to be positive ones. So
yeah, no, I got kicked out of the school district. I went to Heritage High School, but I hung out at Arapahoe more because most of my friends went to Arapahoe, right? And because from middle school we all got split up, and the friends that I had 2 friends. The high school was just a meeting place for me.
Where'd you go to middle school?
Actually, it was Powell Junior High at the moment. And then when after 9th grade, they changed it to Powell Middle School, it's PMS.
Twain, Powell, and Arapahoe are the schools my kids went to.
I went to I don't even remember anymore. Anyway, I must remind myself that I am a trusted servant of others, not their governor, teacher, or instructor. God guides my words and my actions and my responsibility to heed his suggestions. Trust is my watchword. I trust others who lead. In the AA fellowship of AA, I entrust God with the ultimate authority of running the show. Right? So a group conscience can either be a pleasant experience or you might have fighting. I've seen chairs thrown across rooms.
I've seen way too many shit shows.
Yeah. Most of the group consciousness I go to, it's pretty tame. It does not mean that hard things don't come up. It's just you got to have the right person running it. I don't want to bring up the name. She doesn't come here often, but there's a lady. I just call her a young lady. She's about my age, right? She goes to 3 p.m. and she hits our meeting on Saturdays. She'll be here today. If I met her, she got glasses on. She's perfect for running group consciousness because she's got this low voice that just makes you want to do the right thing, right? So whoever's running the group conscious, it is really up to them to make sure this is running smoothly. Everybody gets a chance. I'm going to read a little bit, but I think I think that Daryl and I's experience in group conscience will be a big benefit. Also, Jillian, Becky, and Angel, if you have experiences in group conscious and you need to bring them up, please do. I think it's really important that we understand how group conscious works and things like that. So, where does AA get its direction? Who runs it? This too is a puzzler for every friend and newcomer. When told that our society has no president having authority to govern it, no treasurer who can compel the payment of any dues, no board of directors who can cast an erring member out in the darkness, when indeed no AA can give another a directive and enforce obedience, our friends gasp and exclaim, this simply can't be. There must be an angle somewhere. These practical folk then read tradition too and learn that the sole authority in AA is a loving God, as he may express himself in the group conscious. They dubiously ask an experienced AA member if this really works. The member sane to all appearances, like that, the member sane to all appearances immediately answers, yes, it definitely does. The friends mutter that this looks vague, nebulous, pretty naive to them. Then they commence to watch us with speculative eyes, pick up a fragment of AA history, and soon have a solid facts. All right. Then it goes to talk about how John Doe started an AA meeting. So let's talk about grassroots and how we're doing that. I came up with the idea of starting a group and inviting just my friends, and then just and then of course birds of a feather flock together, right? So if I invite the right people, then they'll also invite the right people, and then we kind of grow. Now we have a solid 5, 6, 7 people showing up. And it took me, the grassroots meeting has actually been going on. It's changed names. It's changed because I was trying to find the right arena, the right people, but it was an in-person meeting, a hybrid meeting on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Right now it meets on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, but it's all online, right? And I was trying to get it to a place, especially the in-person one, to where I could step down. It was the whole point. I should not be one of the people on the first steering committee. I shouldn't, because it should be handed over, you know. So a couple Thursdays ago, not this Thursday, but last Thursday, wanted to watch the Bronco game, and somebody else was able to take it over. Instagram, I'm just not going live with you anymore. No, just discard the media. Nobody's showing up, and I don't really want people to.
I have yet to find an easier way to raise credit.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, it's at the point now where we got to start letting it go. Where I have to kind of let it go, because otherwise, what will happen is then Dion will try and determine the way that the meeting needs to go, and we can't do that. No. Even before it got started, I was asking other people, is this a good idea? Should we do this? I asked my friends, if I did this, will you join? And now, I'm glad it's out of my hands. It's almost a relief. Because you feel like, in a sense, it's an accomplishment. So when you start a meeting, the success of the meeting is the fact that you're stepping down. That's success in our book. A rotating committee. Daryl, how long do you think somebody should hold a position like GSR or treasurer or secretary, something?
I think you hold elections every year.
Yeah, 6 months to a year.
Right? Yeah, it's like, it's weird because I've been to some groups where they have each position is at a different time, the election for it.
Yeah.
Which is fine. But staggered sometimes is better, because that if you stagger it, depending on how many positions you have,
Yeah.
that you're actually going to assign, If you stagger it, then it makes you do more group consciences.
Yeah. Well, that, and you have the benefit of the people that have been in the position for a little bit too. So
Yeah, and it's like,
let's say I'm the new treasurer, but everybody else, all the other trusted servants, been doing it for a minute, and they'll be able to help me. Now, if it's all new, then we're going to be running around going, bark, 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 bark.
right, exactly.
So,
And so I've seen some chaos that way. But also, it's like, it allows you to say, okay, we're going to be electing a new whatever president, whatever the case may be.
yeah,
Anybody interested, please submit yours, and you give them a time frame, whether it be 6 weeks or whatever, to submit their nominations or put their hat in the throw their hat in to see if they want it. But yeah, I think I'm trying to think of the name of the group where we did that. It was like every other month there was another position coming up.
yeah, yeah.
So,
I like the
but
rotating.
I like the way
I
that
like
you
the
put it, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like the way that you put it, because you don't all of a sudden flush out the experience
yeah. Right, and it
all
keeps
at
that
one time, and then all of a sudden
continuum.
you got a bunch of chickens running around the chicken coop not knowing how to do what they're supposed to do.
Now, I will tell you that group conscious on Zoom is a lot more tame. I'll tell you why. Because you can mute
Really?
people.
Well, okay,
because
that's cool.
because you can't just you'll have to be unmuted. And in a regular meeting, you can't do that with people. Morning, Sean. It's good to see you, brother. It's good to see you.
Sean.
Uh, um, yeah, there was actually I was invited once. This was Date Time Club. And they said, "Hey, come down. We're gonna celebrate so and so." He's been the I don't remember what position it was. I think it was secretary. He's been the secretary of the group for 20 years. And I said, I'm not going to celebrate that. You should have kicked him out 19 years ago. I'm not going to celebrate bullshit. Nope. Sorry.
Who was that?
It
I
was
don't
just
remember
a
that.
Data Time Club. I don't know who it was or what group it was.
Data Time Club? Oh.
Yeah. Over off Wadsworth.
Oh, we're at Wadsworth.
Yeah. 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 We'll keep talking about that club at that. So.
Well, there is a group in there that I actually really liked a lot. So
If it's still there and still the same
I don't
group.
know if it still is. Sunlight
Because
of the Spirit was the name of the group.
I helped start. I did not start it. Bill's Brown Baggers at Primary Purpose back in 1988, 89. It was 89, 90.
I used to do brown baggers.
And I remember we started that group, and about 30 days later, we were in that small room in the very first Primary Purpose when there's the old VFW. And
Yep.
we met in the small room. Within a month, we needed the big room. It grew so
It was
like
insane.
hot fire, man. It was wow.
That's where I
And
met Michelle.
yeah, it's where I met a lot of people.
Right.
For Purpose. Um, you know, then what happened is, then we started having Al-Anon in the other room at the same time, and yeah. Sorry, we're talking about the good old days a little bit. It used to be a
Well,
little different, and that's
right.
okay.
Because I used to go to Edgewater.
Yep.
Because it used to be held at Odd Fellows Hall, and then they moved that over to Primary too.
Yeah. Yeah. They had to. Well, they were trying to divide from primary, and it didn't work. So there is but one ultimate authority, and it is a loving God. I have a phone call at 10, so I got about 10 more minutes here. These are, what is it that, what should the primary purpose be for a group conscious? And I'm going to give my opinion and then you give your opinion. And I bet it's going to be the same. The group conscious is how we figure out the best way that we reach the newcomer. That's what I think it's about, or keeping the meeting safe. It's all about what can we do more for the newcomer? How can we help better? Maybe we'll take on a night watch, things like that. What do you think, Darryl? What should a group conscious be doing?
Well, for us, I think it needs to just get initially organized and how we are going to do what we're going to do. I'll get some structure to it a little bit. We're just so new. We have a few that are there all the time type of deal. We need more people, number one, but we need to have that consistency.
Yeah.
I think that's the first thing that we need to do is just, I don't want to say the word recruit because that's the wrong word, but we need to attract more individuals, and we're doing that. Type of deal. It's a little more difficult when we're not in the I forget what it's called, the OAI, whatever that is, in the directory. And I don't know that I want us to be in the directory. I want us to be word of mouth, reaching out and what have you. But
yeah, that's why we go. Yeah, I agree. I will always vote not to be listed on OIAA. And it's because of the bombers. It's too new. And, we like that attraction, not promotion. It's just a different type of group, so, but we do follow the rules and it's autonomous,
right.
I think our next step is, so it's attraction, but it's growing. I mean, even it's just one more person each meeting, that's 3 more people each week in a month. It's gonna be 12 more people, so, but yeah, whenever I hear somebody that I might think need our meeting, yeah, I invite them in the meetings and from other meetings and things. I always, of course, I invite my sponsees. I always invite my sponsees, and that's a lot of what the meeting is. It's actually on Thursday night, it was just a bunch. It was a bunch of sponsors and sponsees. That's what that meeting was, between you, me, and Amber. it's us and our sponsees, or our closed mouth friends, the people that we talk to on a daily basis, like Becky and Jillian and Sean and Angel. These people that are in our lives. I find it's easier to go to a meeting and talk to people when they understand what's going on in your life. That you had. Yeah. Next step, yay! Next step is their band, and they're great. They got a great fucking drummer. The drummer's fantastic. He really is. The man's got a lot of talent. I'm a drummer. I'm slightly jealous of how good he is. But they are a rock and roll band, and they're a sober band. And if you need them to come play for you at something, you got some sober event, well, fucking call them. In fact, so the church is still available to us, and at some point, I do want to do some more fundraising there around music and talents, and I'm thinking about looking for people in the program that are comedians, and maybe we can have a comedy night followed by a dance. The dances are catching back on.
Hi, Amber.
Morning, Amber. Hey, all my friends are up. I got about 5 more minutes. I just told somebody that we could talk at 10, and it's somebody a little newer in the program, and she's been coming to our. I just I'm trying to be more careful on whose name I say here. So We got, but all the roses are here. All the roses are here. You guys are a great band. You really are. Um, and I swear to God, one day I will do some backup singing for you. Maybe one day. We'll see if we can ever meet up, right? So, but it is what it is, right? We're all, I also want to be a comedian. I also want to do a TED Talk. I want to do a lot of things, but I didn't think, I don't think I'm going to get to any of them. Yeah, yeah. Oh, no, I saw your message and then I got distracted.
What was the name of the place where the you said Battle of the Bands out there at Wadsworth and
X Saloon.
X Saloon?
X Saloon. Yeah. That's actually a fantastic venue. But the owner of X Saloon did some really bad things.
Yeah, that
So,
happened.
I used to interview local bands and put them on radio. So, yeah, yeah. So I know my bands, and I know a good dancing band when I hear it. And you guys have been really good with picking your songs.
I used to like that venue just simply because it was grassroots, homegrown music.
That way. The setup was really good too. I liked it because you
Friends
could
of
go
mine,
and see a band, but if you wanted to listen to the band and talk, all you had to do is just go to the other side and you could hear the band. It was more like
yep.
background music. It was really cool. Yeah.
A couple friends of mine played in a group called Boondock Saints, and they were really good.
Yeah. Weren't they were kind of like a not
They almost,
country, not
yeah, it
more
was
like
it was
that,
it
right?
was a 38 Special esque type of band.
Okay. All right. Then I was thinking of the wrong band.
Well, they would play a little bit of everything, but that was their roots. But
You ever hear of Cole's Whalen?
yes,
Good friend of mine. I interviewed her. In fact, I got a couple of her signatures. Beautiful, beautiful. I love Cole's. I love Cole's. So does my wife. John Common, another friend of mine. Anyway, all right. Told you I know everyone. I have no friends, but I have a shit ton of acquaintances. I've got friends now. What are some other things that the group conscious can do? Can a group conscious decide to do outreach as a group? Hey, do they, as a group, we can go out and serve the homeless. It's not really it's not really AA, but we do these things as a group. A group can set things up to help a club out. We can do things like that. Absolutely. Now, maybe we'll set up like sometimes a group has enough funding to come in that maybe we can have a meeting in the park or something like that. We do that quite often. Maybe a group wants to put a billboard up for a public service announcement. Yes, you can do that. Now it's got to be voted on. Here's the thing when it comes to the group conscience, who gets to vote? You want to answer that one, Darryl?
members.
Yeah, everyone. Third tradition. If you say you're an AA member, now, if you go to a group conscious and they say you have not stated this is your home group, you cannot attend our group conscious. Yes, you can. Actually, you can. That's not right.
Well, certainly you can. I don't care if you came in on the train last week.
That's right. So who gets to vote? Everyone.
Everyone.
Everyone. Doesn't matter if you are on, it does not matter if you are a trusted servant or not. AA members get to vote because there's quite often, sometimes things come from World Service. So we have a question about World Service. Hey, do I want to change the language in the first 164 pages? Was the most recent one. Well, that goes to this, and then that goes to our area, and then it goes to our GSR, and then the GSR comes to us. We take a vote, and then that vote goes all the way back up the chain. And that's how that is done. So if you are going to a group conscious and they're not allowing you in, I'd find a different home group or choose your battles on that one, because what you have found is what's called a mutual admiration society. Any group that has held people, anybody that has held a position, even if it is chairing, if it is more than 6 months to a year, no. The 3 p.m. how it works, I chaired for a year and I will not chair anymore. I did my year. Somebody has got to take it over. And I actually covered my day, and then they did their time, right? But sometimes you'll go to groups and they'll say, "Hey, we need chair people. We need chair people. We need chair people." But then they don't really let you sign up or anything. You know, they still hold that control so that they can whine that they have to chair all the time. It's their thing. Okay, then just don't chair. Then just don't. Somebody will pick it up after enough pressure. Yes, they will. You start asking, "Hey, you want a chair? You want a chair? Who wants a chair? I ain't chairing today. I chaired yesterday, man. Time for somebody else to do it." And sometimes we got to put those people in an uncomfortable situation, get them going. So, all right, I got 3 minutes to a phone call, so I got to wrap up. I hope everybody has a good day. We have our meeting at 6 p.m. tonight, and yeah, it is Saturday, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it is Saturday. For Lackey, it'll be Sunday.
Yeah. So, all right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I'll
Peace,
send
brother.
all of you soon.